Hello, I'm the Who Guy and welcome back to another episode review. This one, episode 6, Rogue. Another late review. I was in Cardiff this week, so that's why it's late. That will be a video coming up on the channel. This is the episode review, my thoughts, the good, the bad, overall review. Guys, enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below if you are new to the channel. And also click up there if you want to enter the 300 subscriber giveaway. Let's get into this crazy Doctor Who episode. So where do we start from in this episode? Well, you've got to start with Rogue. Oh my word, a fantastic brand new Doctor Who character, and I am happy to say brand new. I was very scared that they did recast Jack, and I am happy to say they didn't, and we've got this brand new character. However, he is very like Jack, very, very similar, even looking, the kind of costume design as well. I think this would have been Jack. However, we've got Rogue in here, the controversy with John Barrowman himself, so I'm happy they didn't recast him. A brand new character, I think really works well with the Doctor. Of course, the Doctor in this episode, fantastic as ever. Ncuti Gatwa doing a fantastic performance, as well as Ruby Sunday played by Millie Gibson. Absolutely fantastic again. Throughout this whole season, both of those guys have been fantastic, but Rogue especially in this episode, a really key character, was really cool, and I absolutely loved him.
I love him.
I think throughout the episode as well, it looked absolutely amazing with the setting. Bridgerton times kind of costumes I thought were amazing. If you watch Doctor Who Unleashed, you can kind of see how they get those made. I just thought the whole costume department this episode looked spot on, as well as the music and of course the set looking just right. We did have, I think it was Billie Eilish at one point, which was kind of crazy in an old style music. That was kind of weird, but I did point it out in the episode when watching. Continuing on with the costume design, those villains looked amazing. The bird-like prosthetics on them looked fantastic. Of course, we got a returning actor from the Torchwood series being the main villain in this episode. I think she did a fantastic job, as well as all of the other bird villains as well. Kind of motive being cosplaying the Earth to death, I thought was quite amusing, and I really did like them as opposing characters. Not sure why they had lightning, but I guess they're alien birds, so they can do whatever they want.
Lightning skies of Cotter Paluni's world.
But I did like the way they take over people and the kind of deathly, non-living bodies they leave behind. Of course, giving kind of Zygon vibes with the kind of shape-shifting. However, I thought they were unique enough and a really decent Doctor Who villain. Of course, I would love a figure from Character Options, but I doubt we're going to get one.
It's a long, sad story.
The ending was really well done, where you had Ruby stuck in the triangle and they were going to basically send them into a void. Unfortunately though, Rogue saw this opportunity to get her out of it. Of course, was a very emotional ending where Rogue pushed Ruby out and Rogue was basically stuck. Of course, the Doctor had quite the attachment to Rogue by this point of this episode. Rogue had that button, stealing it off the Doctor when kissing him, so we of course got that kind of heroic ending for Rogue, but I don't think he has gone completely. I think he's going to come back in future seasons. Of course, how else can we end this good section without talking about that Doctor reveal? Yes, the Doctor reveal was of course the Shalka Doctor, played by Richard E. Grant, being featured in this episode just as a hologram, but oh my word, it blew my mind. I had to pause the episode, rewind just to make sure I did see it correctly, and I did. Wow, this kind of breaks the whole canon of Doctor Who.
Again.
Because we can never just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Doctors. No, we've got to mess with the whole canon. But I'm not opposed to it at this point. There's so many variants of the Doctor that are out there. This one seems to be confirmed. That's where I'm going to start off with the bad section, because yes, we've got that Shalka Doctor in this episode. However, nothing is explained. The Doctor doesn't even notice or mention it. It just is a little Easter egg within the episode. An Easter egg that big has to crop up in the future. If it doesn't, and this is just Russell putting it in, that is very annoying because you don't know where to place him in the timeline. You don't know anything. So really need some answers with that, whether that's just in an Unleashed episode, him saying that it's confirmed. I don't care, I don't know, but I need this all sorted out. It's a similar kind of feeling that I've got with Roof Doctor, of course, The Fugitive. That again is quite annoying because we just don't know where they are placed, and this is just another now variant of the Doctor we don't know. Is this all about the toy maker messing up the Doctor's life? We don't know. Got another fake death for Ruby in this episode. This feels like this is happening every other episode in this season, and I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. You could do it once in a season, I think, maybe twice at a push, but 3 times, 4 times in this series, Ruby has died. Yeah, it's a bit too much. If we get a proper death for Ruby in like the finale, you're not going to believe it. Just keep getting this fake death for Ruby. I'm just tired of it. Do something new. However, obviously happy that she didn't die in this episode. That would have been weird having the Legend of Ruby Sunday next episode without Ruby Sunday. Overall, in this episode, the main nitpick I have with it is it was just a bit too woke for me. I just think it was just a tad bit too much. I've always seen the Doctor as a kind of person that is bi/gay. But I just think this episode they were just trying to tick boxes left, right and centre. This is my personal opinion though. I just felt like it was a bit too over the top. I didn't mind the kiss at all, and I actually thought it helped within the episode. A bit too much, but that's my own personal opinion. I don't mind it in Doctor Who. Overall, not too much bad about this episode. It was a very, 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 very good episode. I'm going to rate it 7 out of 10. I really did enjoy this episode. Not as much as the previous 2. However, this episode, again, a really good thumbs up from me. Of course, Rogue being the standout character, and I hope he does return. Historic setting throughout this episode was absolutely done brilliantly, and of course we got that Shauka reveal, which I do like. It's just very, very confusing in the canon of Doctor Who. And of course I thought this episode was just a little bit tick boxy. So if I had to describe this story in 3 words, it would be emotional, funny, and of course sexy. I've been the Who Guy. Make sure to subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye.
He is a cheeky rogue with a good sword arm and a slippery tongue.